Dover Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of tennis. So y'all check this out. Well, let me just blurt it out. Novak Djokovic has won the U.S. Open. All right? Gives a man 14 Grand Slams, baby. Right? So when you're talking, he's getting up into this GOAT conversation. 14 Grand Slams. That's Pete Sampras territory. Anybody been watching tennis for a while knows that, 10 years ago, we didn't think we was going to be somebody catching Pete Sampras anytime soon. The days of Stefan Edberg and Andre Agassi, Boris Becker, a little bit after McEnroe and went back, Ivan Lendl, those guys, they were around 8 and 7. Them are single digits Grand Slam winners. The ones before them was, back in Bigfoot footage time. Roy Emerson's and Rod Lavers and them. That was when they was playing on maybe one surface or maybe two surfaces. We're talking about 4 different surfaces. Most of those guys back then that are in them single digits, the big names I just mentioned, probably didn't win on one surface. Now, Agassi won on all 4 surfaces. Edberg didn't win a French. Ivan Lendl didn't win a Wimbledon. Boris Becker didn't win not one tournament on clay, let alone the French. You see what I'm saying? So this Novak Djokovic win is incredible. Coming off of a long layoff and to be right back in the mix to let everybody know, yes. And I know Roger Federer's over there, big Novak Djokovic fan, because you need Novak Djokovic to keep Rafael Nadal off his back. Because Federer's up there with 20 Grand Slams, which is ridiculous. Nadal got 17, which is ridiculous. And your boy Djokovic with 14. Now, Djokovic and Nadal's in their early 30s, so they got a few years. Roger Federer, we don't know if he's going to get another one, but he got the big 2-0, baby. He is the GOAT. But these guys are definitely, on his heels. Now, it was awesome to see Djokovic handle his business. Because when he's back, he is one of the best. And he's the reason why Nadal ain't going to win everything. Right? Because Djokovic, I'm not going to say he has Nadal's number, but Nadal has a lot of respect for him, right? Because this guy can deal with Nadal, and it doesn't matter where. Even on clay, which a lot of people can't say. Nadal is the clay god. We ain't going to go there. This is ridiculous what he does on clay. We've talked about it. That's alien. But Djokovic being back is cool. Now, that brings me to Juan Del Potro. I wasn't feeling good. Excuse me. That's why I wasn't able to do a Juan Del Potro video that he reached the final. I've been saying, told you before, when it's on hard courts, Juan Del Potro is probably, one of the top 2 best hard court players we have. If he wouldn't have got those wrist injuries, 3 surgeries on those wrists, we would have been seeing a different big 4. Right? I don't know if he probably would have took Andy Murray's spot, because anything on hard courts, he was going to be in the mix. This is a serious guy, and it's good to see him back from what he's been through. Now, he's 29 years old, missed a lot of time. Guys, I know you probably didn't really realize what had happened about a year ago when he first came back, and he was just playing a slice backhand just to be out on the court because he couldn't swing through it anymore because of his wrist. And he won a few matches, didn't beat the elite with just that slice. Excuse me, I told you I wasn't feeling well, guys, but I had to do this. But, out there playing with a slice backhand. Wasn't able to drive the backhand, but still playing, because I think if you're talking about the best forehand in the game, you're going to be talking about Del Potro. Maybe 1 or 2 others in the conversation, Federer and someone else. But he has one of the best forehands we've probably ever seen. Even Steffi Graf would be like, man, you got a pretty good forehand. He has a good forehand, and he's going to be around. It's good to see him there. I'm pretty sure he wanted to win this U.S. Open again. He hadn't won it since 2009, but he's back in the mix. Probably can't tell him that right now because he's a little bit upset. Of course, he did not win. He lost in straight sets. He even shed a few tears at the end. But those tears are turned into tears of joy in about 3 or 4 days because he is definitely back. There's a lot of good players on the circuit right now to be into a Grand Slam final, which I know it's not really nowadays. Everything has to be politically correct. And sometimes I've told you before, politically correct doesn't mean it's correct. Right? We go a little bit too far with that. But I like to say sometimes a woman's Grand Slam means a little bit less to me personally because they don't play more sets at a Grand Slam. They still play 2 sets with an extra day off. Okay, now I know someone will say, well, we play doubles or whatever. That's not the point. Singles title, still playing 2 sets. Best 2 out of 3. So it's awesome that it's a Grand Slam, but it's not like it's a change. A man has to dominate another man 3 out of 5 at a Grand Slam. It's a difference there. So it has a lot, the magnitude is a little bit greater, in my opinion. And I think it should be in everybody's opinion. But okay, sometimes we just, we do, it's politically correct to say that. Well, I don't care about that. There's more time on the court, right? Sometimes you can beat a dude 2 sets and come back and win a 5-setter, right? So the only woman I heard who wanted to deal with that would be Martina Navratilova today. She was like, well, let's just play 3 out of 5. I'm sick of hearing that. Go ahead, Martina. I still like Martina Navratilova. She's my top 3 women players of all time anyway. Monica Seles is first, Serena second, Martina Navratilova is third, right? And Venus is fourth, something like that. I don't know, it's probably one other I didn't mention, but my point is here, 3 out of 5 sets is a difference at a Grand Slam for men. So 20 for your boy Roger Federer, 17 for your boy Rafael Nadal, which is ridiculous. Pete Sampras, and now Novak Djokovic with 14 Grand Slams, double digits. And I have to say this, and counting. Doma Sports Time, worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.